Okay, so it says that we're live. I'm going to believe it, and I'm going to go ahead and start the stream. Hello, everybody. My name is Carrow Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. I also write romance under the name of Faye Black, and if you're wondering why I sound like this, I am sick. But the train does not stop here, so there's always stuff that needs to get done. And especially today, because on top of it being the day that I launched one of my books today, it's also the day right before but the day before National Novel Writing Month, which is when everybody gets together and they write a book of about 50,000 words in the course of 30 days. And all the prep work that I had wanted to do for that did not happen because I was out of town working. And the work far more important than the planning, especially since I already knew what I wanted to write. I just hadn't written it down. So what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to sit and write everything out that I want to have done. And then I'll probably at some point transcribe it into this project notebook that I have over here on the side. So that way I make sure that I am on task and on track for everything that I'm trying to do. So because the stream is kind of last minute, short notice, got moved from yesterday, there's, going to just be me and a few other folks here. And I can't even make it up, guys. Like, literally, there was a huge storm that came in yesterday, and the power in my entire block went off. Sometimes when it rains, it pours, and it literally rained and poured yesterday. So, but I'll go ahead and say hello to Mr. Brown, who's in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And for anybody who has not done National Novel Writing Month, I will let you know that it's not hard. I know somebody's going to get really upset with me for saying that. But literally all you have to do is write 1,667 words a day to get the 50,000 words. And if you already know what you're going to write, then it's going to be pretty easy. And one of the things that I'll be doing for that is I will be dedicating an hour every day starting tomorrow. It's just called like the power hour. So if you want to write with me and get those words knocked out, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, then that's cool too. But yeah, so I'll be doing that. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you so much, Andrew. I really do appreciate that. So thank you. Sorry. I really wish this would go away. It sounds a lot worse than it actually feels. I don't feel too bad. I just sound like terrible, which is how that goes, right? Is anybody else doing National Novel Writing Month, by the way, or is it just me and a couple other crazy people? I will actually be finishing a project, and to finish the project, I know I'm going to need 50,000 words for it, so that's what I will be doing. Oh, did it? Oh, you have to let me know if you guys like it. It's one of my favorites. CB is here. Hello, CB, and I'm going to be writing the 50K longhand, like handwriting. I mean, go for it, but like, really? And then I'll be doing Nano and Millwordy. So for those of you who don't know what Millwordy is writing 1 million words in the course of a year. It was started by Kate Kavanaugh, and it was a great trend, and I tried to get on that bandwagon too. I actually haven't done my word count for the year. I may have already hit Millwordy at this point. I'll have to check. But I will follow up and let you know. It's the belly warmer coffee, the fufu one that we have. It's actually my favorite. And I sent it to Andrew because I had sent him a lot of work to do in the course of a day, and I felt really bad. So I sent him some coffee because I also knew that he was a fan of coffee. Marty is here. Hello, Marty. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us today. What are you working on? CO is here. Care Bear. I am trying to feel better. I am also sick, but came to support. Definitely doing Nano and writing my fantasy series. If Gossip Girl were anime is how I comp it. Oh, I love that. But then again, like, I love all your ideas, so that's not new. Paget is here. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. I agree with you. If I don't get hijacked by outside things, you can totally write 1,700 words per day or more words other days to make up for the short days, etc. It requires foresight, and it is reasonable. I think it is. I really do. I also have to acknowledge the fact that I'm the kind of person that writes anywhere between like 3,000 and 5,000 words a day. So I know some folks who have kids, a job, and everything else might have a hard time getting that hour in to do the writing. But yeah. Let's see. Kate is here. Hello, Kate. Seeing your avatar, it reminds me you have made a that you had can I put you as a moderator? Yes, I can. I know you have that spreadsheet that Devin was doing. If you want to throw that in there, I just made you a mod. If you got, I don't know if you guys are aware, but like I guess Devin, who usually like keeps a playlist of like all the authortube streams, got his account banned, but hasn't heard why. And that's really all I know about it right now. So, which I mean, weird. I don't get it. Hello, everyone. New words for me today. Fantastic. We love that, Lewis, if I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, please let me know. I am notorious for mixing up people's names. I'll be working on last minute nano prep. Hey, same. Yes, I am handwriting it. Oh my goodness, CB. I had to move temporarily in March, and there's a big possibility I might, and I just might be moving back to my permanent address some point in December. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Pageant says, I'm doing Nano too. It's a great motivator. I'll be finishing editing this book right in the nick of time to start the next. Oh, fantastic. I love that. Fantastic. And then Kate says, here is the link. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I hope Devin gets his account back because that seems like a really weird reason to like lose your account. I mean, of all the things, I mean, like, did he like wink at the wrong person or something? Like, were they? Sorry. Let's see. Just check in. Did I say hello to everybody? I believe I did. Perfect. Okay, cool. So it also has a form for if we're missing a stream, somehow didn't catch it, or missing a person. First page is a list of all the authortubers we could find. If anyone's missing, let us know. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad that somebody is starting that spreadsheet back up. I know a very long time ago, I used to keep a spreadsheet, and I think Devin picked up that responsibility. And the whole reason I stopped doing it is because some crazy cray person was saying I was using it to gatekeep authortube, which, like, no. I love you guys, but you guys are like a bag of cats. Y'all do what you want to do anyway, right? So, but yeah, so I stopped doing that. But good on Devin for picking that up. So Devin got banned for posting live stream playlist, but super missing himself versus cause for reasons. The world's gone mad. Yeah, I don't understand the details of it. I know I saw it on Kate. Kate had posted it in Discord, and I remember Mama Ward had made a post about it too. And I hadn't gotten a chance to look at it. Free Devin. Which is why I'm doing nano longhand. Oh, because you're moving. I'm also exclusive Apple user, and Apple Tech is expensive. So my older laptop died again. No, it's winter here in the UK, and the weather is gross. Yeah, it's not too bad here. I went from Texas cold to Florida cold, which just means it feels colder because it's wet outside, but that's pretty much it. All right, so we've chit-chat for almost 10 minutes, and as much as I love talking to you guys, I like getting stuff done too. So there is no topic for today's stream because we are basically just focusing on getting the prep done. I think I just saw Sako pop in. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to come over onto StreamYard. So we're going to be focusing on getting stuff done. If you haven't done your nano prep, please make sure. Hello, Sako. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure that we'll get as much done as we can. Right now, I'm going to be working on the major story beats. And then after that, I'm going to be focusing on character arcs because those are the two things I have not finished. And seeing how I have 3 POVs in this story, I have to make sure that they all have character arcs. So go me. Woo. Also, if you guys are not aware, before I forget again, because I'm very notorious for that, let me see if we can do this. Oh, come on, yo. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, StreamYard changed up how they made the screen look on me. Hold on. Nope, I don't want to do that either. Can I do it like this? Can I do it like that? I can do it whichever way. Anyway, before I forget, guys, I came out with a book today. It's Carrow's Tarot. It's this book I've been talking about for like a hot minute. It's in the video description if you guys are interested. It's available on Kindle and paperback, depending on how you want it. It is basically my passion project about tarot cards and everything about them. So if you are interested or curious, that is below in the video description down below. It would mean a lot to me if you would consider it. And if you happen to like it, I would appreciate a review too, but no pressure. It's your money, your time, however you want to spend it. So with that mandatory self-promotion out of the way, we're going to go ahead and do a stream or do a sprint for 25 minutes. Again, in this one, I'm going to be focusing on the story beats and the story ideas, and then we will reconvene and see how that we have all done after that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and we will reconvene in 25 minutes. So these 25 minutes are yours to use as you see fit, whether you be doing laundry, work, writing, whatever. 25 minutes, they're yours. And we'll go ahead and start that in 3, 2, 1, go. I could do without that particular ringing sound. All right, everybody, feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that goodness. Oh, hey. Hey, Marcus. Thank you for coming and joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to change that timer from 25 to 20 because 25 has proven to be a little too long for me. All right, let's go ahead and start that. All right, so what I did during that sprint was I tried to go and re-outline things, and then I was like, let me go look at what I wrote before. And it's such a fun time capsule of looking at past me and wondering what the living fuck I was doing with this story, because I must have been having some kind of crisis because I've got stuff all over the place in here, and I think I know what I'll be doing for the rest of the day if I'm not held up in bed. So that's exciting. Goodness. I think because this was such a cluster is why I stopped writing it. Would be like I had messed up my own story kind of thing, but we're gonna have to finish it. We're gonna fix it and make it work. Paget says that they edited 2 chapters. Not bad. No, that's not bad at all. That's very good. Well done. CB says that they got 548 words, and Stacy is here. Hello, Stacy. Thank you so much for joining us today. Kate had decided to play video games because they're waiting on paperwork from HR before they start their first day of work tomorrow. Congrats. I hope you have fun at your new job. Let's see. And then you were like, yes, first day I'll be a retail area supervisor. So sadly it is retail, but it is a small store and a small team. I'm excited because I haven't had jobs since May 1st because got fired and real sick. That's no good, my friend. So sad about Stacy's mom. No, there's no Stacy's mom. Oh, you're so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to trying to fix this, but you know, this is where we are right now. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Oh wow, I had so much procrastination going on with this. I had color-coded stuff. Like, wow, guys, this is something pretty special for me. Let's see. I see stuff on here that's not flowing over to StreamYard yet. CV says I have to bounce. Need to adult for a little bit. Well, thank you so much for joining us, CV. Hope you have a wonderful day, and good luck with your long handwriting for NaNoWriMo. I will pray for your fingers. Let's see. I studied the whole sprint. Yay. Oh, good job. Well done. I'm glad that you studied. What are you studying by chance? Let's see. Best friend. Yep, I'm that age too. I'm glad you got the job. I remember when you had interviews last week, and a small team could be a great situation. I do like teams, and I like small teams myself, but I am also biased. Oh, man. How are you guys coming along with your nano? Because I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should do a different project, but then the Carrow part of my brain is like, no, I should make sure I still do this. So, oh my goodness. Why? It's the second book of my series too. Like, I can't finish the series if I don't do the second book, guys. Like, I just can't. Like, I have to do it. Maybe I should just start writing from scratch again or something. I don't know. Wow, there is so much stuff going on here. What in the world was I thinking? Oh my goodness. I've got antagonist columns. I've got section types. I've got characters that were present. Like, I obviously had plans. I just didn't follow through with it. Let's see. I think I saw Sin's booking it. Does it come over to StreamYard? It has not. Well, anyway, Sin's booking it. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I'm really happy to have you here. Oh, there it is. StreamYard be doing me dirty, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. What? You can't have Star Wars with that. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. There's the other Stacy's mom, according to my best friend. His close friend is also Stacy. Hey, Debbie. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I'm really happy to have you. Hope you're doing well. Star Wars without the Empire and Lord without 2 towers. Oh, right. Okay, I get you. Spence, I decide not to do nano, but I am going to be doing an alternative goal of spending 30 hours on fiction writing throughout the month instead of getting my fiction work reorganized. That is very realistic, and I applaud that. I think you've also got, like, you just had twins this year and you have like some other stuff going on. So that I'm always an advocate for making goals that fit within your current life situation. Oh, that was the response to saying that you have to have a second book. Oh, okay, fine. Marty says, I read over 2 chapters I've already written and decided I want to take the story into a different direction. Oh, okay. Go for it. Do you ever find that things come up when you're almost done editing and wonder if they're self-created? Kind of, a little bit. I know that in the middle of like trying to get towards the end of projects, like I'll suddenly like procrastinate with other things, probably either because I don't want to do the last hurdle of the marketing part of my books or my editing, or something else. There's usually something in the process that I'm trying to avoid, so I will generate other things. But in some situations, like I'll go out of town for 2 weeks, like just stuff happens. I decided I don't want the MC to call the detective by his first name ever, so I'm deleting and replacing the first name. But why I decided this today, the last day of edits. There was a time when I wanted to change my character's name to a different name, and I almost did that too. So yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying. Stacy says, I have completely scrapped and modified my nano plans. I was sick or unmotivated most of the month, so I'm going to try and write the words on several different projects moving forward. I hope that works for you. Oh. Apologize again for the low energy. I am struggle bussing along, but I'm getting it done because this train don't stop for nobody. Especially if the very traumatic move and the birth of twins was also chaotic and kind of traumatic. Making a point of my projects in order is hell of inspiring and motivating. Debbie says, I just moved to Iowa, so I'm getting settled. So no nano. Oh, fair enough. Tanzneem. I'm writing a book and wrote about 17,000 words, and now I'm changing the whole thing and starting from scratch for nano. You are not the first one to do that, and you will not be the last. Yeah, it's like what I want to be done so bad, so why am I doing this? I have no idea. I've changed the names of MCs of one of my stories multiple times. See, we're all in good company. We all get it. We've all done it. Setting goals, again, feels good, even if it's way slower than I want them to be. I started working on, how much time do I have? I got 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes of Carrow rambling. So I started, to nobody's surprise, I have a planner, right? But in this one, it's really just to focus on like the goals and the objectives towards getting those goals. So, but I've been using like that level 10 life system. So making sure that I'm focusing on all the areas of my life and not just like hyper focusing on one, so like, date night with, Mr. Man and stuff like that's in here and all that good stuff. And I find that that's really helpful to at least keep like a work-life balance, because I will get like tunnel vision on stuff that I'm trying to do. And, the one thing I will say about being sick today is that I was finalizing my goals, and the advice I usually give everybody when they're about to make goals is like, make a goal with the intention of that you could be sick every day while you're trying to work on these goals. Because part of what happens is when we make goals, we do it when we have high energy. So then we don't really understand that high energy that we have when we make these goals is going to be persistent throughout the entire thing. And then we end up getting like defeated because we gave ourselves too much to do. So again, being sick, kind of a blessing, because when I was going through my goals today, I was like, that might be a little too much for me. So I might just need to tone that down, which is why I wanted to do 1 hour power writing sprints every day moving forward, and not 2, because 2 I can't do, but 1 I can do, right? And at least 1 hour with you guys, if you decide to join me, I should be able to knock out that 1,667 words a day. So you're welcome to join me if you want. If you don't want to, that's totally cool. I already have one set up for tomorrow to launch it off with, and then we'll kind of see where it goes there. My nose is a faucet, y'all. I don't even know what's happening. I do know what's happening. I'm sick. That's what's happening. But yeah, so. But so that happens pretty. But yeah, so if you guys are not in the habit of making goals and you want to, again, I would recommend that you look up the level 10 life idea, so that way you're focusing on all of the areas. And then again, act like you're going to be sick all the time, so that way you don't sit there and try to do like 8 million things a day. So oh, true, high energy and goals. Yes, it is very true. And then smart notation, make your goals achievable, attainable, and retainable. Smart goals, right? Yeah, measure amount and all that other stuff. Say when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. Part of what happens, so for those of, okay, you stop. You don't tell me what to do with timer. So part of what happens, for those of you guys who aren't aware, I also do project management on the side for a couple of different folks, and I normally work myself out of a job. But one of the things is that I find really interesting is that when individuals first bring me on, I'm like, so what's your goal? And they don't give me a goal, they give me a list of tasks, right? I'm like, okay, so what's the goal that you're trying to do? Like, are you trying to increase your reach? Are you trying to sell more? Like, what are you trying to do? And so when you guys are thinking about your goals, think about what the end result is and not just a list of checks that you have to cross off. Okay, now I'm done talking. Now we're going to focus again on doing some more writing. So we're going to be doing it for 20 minutes this time. Your 20 minutes to use with as you want. I will be spending these 20 minutes looking at my Scrivener and trying to I'm going to be trying to get a hand on this story again because it's out of control. So let's go ahead and we'll get started on that in 3, 2, 1. I'll talk to you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, so that was time. Feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that goodness. I am trying to get my hands wrapped around the story appropriately, and I'll be honest with you guys, it's probably going to take me the rest of the day to do this because I have let this thing weed for way too long. But, you know, what better way to get a story done than to figure out what you're doing with it, right? Oh my goodness. So Stacy has to go and be a responsible adult and pick up kids from the bus. So I will think about you in spirit, and I will limit the loss of your quiet time. Misty Kate has joined us. Thank you so much for joining us, Misty Kate. I hope you are doing well today. Broken Entertainment also joined us. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying. I really think I'm going to have to start writing this story over from scratch, and I personally really hate that idea a lot. But depending on how the rest of today goes, will make the outcome of tomorrow come out, because tomorrow is the first day of NaNoWriMo. One thing I was trying to do is I was trying to write down all the characters that I have in the story that are reoccurring or show up. And let's see. I don't think I got everybody yet. Let's see. Manor, Gravewood, characters. There's Peaches. You know, I didn't put Vanya on here yet. Vanya's kind of important. He's like one of my favorite characters, and I always put him on last. What's up with that, yo? Let's see. Spence says that they rock babies who decided that they wanted to be cranky. Oh no, not cranky babies. Cranky babies are loud. There's going to be Titania and Mab and all this other stuff. Maybe I should just start this over from scratch. That might just be easier. I'm just going to put that over there. I'm definitely remembering why I stopped writing the story, because I had the kitchen sink in there with everything else that I was trying to do. So more than likely, I'll probably come in here and just cut out a whole bunch of stuff and move on from there, but we'll see. I feel like there's a way to save it, though. I feel like I can still use all these plot points that I was trying to use. I just need to be more efficient about it. Maybe I'll use this window and make like a sticky tape storyboard or something like that. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm having a lot of words. A lot of words, a lot of thoughts. Speaking of a lot of words and a lot of thoughts, I had a book that came out today. Y'all knew this was coming. Carrow's Tarot is my book about tarot cards, where I have a lot of words and a lot of thoughts on these cards. So if you are curious about tarot and you would like to support me, I have it available on paperback and Kindle if you are interested. Full disclosure, I was going to have today be like a book celebration stream, and I was going to play games, and I was going to do like some live tarot readings and all this other stuff, but I was out of town for 2 weeks, and then yesterday happened where the power went out, and I was like, you know what, this is just serendipity. Things are falling into place the way that they probably need to fall into place, so I'm just going to carry on and move on with it. But I will say that I really did want to play those games with you guys, so maybe I'll do it next time. I added a kitten to the story we're working on. That's on my to-do list, actually, to do later this week for sure. There's just so much stuff I need to get back into the habit of doing. Just small steps, y'all. Just small steps to getting back where I need to be. Doesn't help that I'm sick. Doesn't help I sound like this, but we're getting there. I feel like I missed something. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, man. I think I really don't want to write this story over from scratch, guys. I really don't. I just feel like I'm going to have to. I just hate that idea so much. I mean, literally have just done that. You know what? Kittens sell, okay? Like, kittens really do sell. Kittens and puppies will sell stuff. So do it up. Everybody likes a cat. Most people like cats. I'm sure somebody here in the comment section is going to tell me that they're allergic to cats now. And then I'm going to feel bad because I made a statement about everybody when I was wrong. And I don't want to do that. All right. Let's see. Okay, so nobody else is sharing progress at this time. So why don't we go ahead and we'll do another sprint, because I'm writing performance reviews during sprints. Oh my goodness, Mr. Brown. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and come on. All right, we're going to go ahead and do another sprint. And I think in this one, I'm just going to re-outline the entire entire effing book, because that's just what I'm going to have to do and go from there. So, and I really hate doing this, but we're going to have to. So this is my life right now, fixing the mess that I have made with my book when I didn't have it properly outlined before. See, look, I called it. I'm allergic to cats, but I still am too. Hey, you know what? That's dedication. All right, I salute it. All right, so we're going to do another 20-minute sprint. In this sprint, I'm just going to re-outline my book, and then I'm going to identify all the major plot points after that and probably axe what doesn't need to be in there. So we'll go ahead and start this sprint and come back, reconvene, share our progress, all that jazz, and go from there. So this sprint is going to start in 3, 2, 1. I will see you guys in 20. Cool. Feel free to share what you did and how you did and all that goodness. I really don't like the story, so it's gonna be interesting to have me write it, even I don't like it. All right, so we had a couple of folks that had to go. Stacy has first returned with children at home. Congratulations. Marty had to go, and hope that everybody had a nice day. Hope you also have a nice day. And then CO also had to go, and because she's got a virtual Halloween costume party, work remotely from home. What does a remote Halloween party look like? I won't have the answer now because she's gone. I need a different alarm. You are absolutely right. Hold on, settings. Kitchen. We'll do. Let's try bird. See if that works. There we go. Bird sounds. You dress up as a remote control. Hey, that's not a bad idea at all. Nah, no bad jokes here. All jokes matter. All right. So. I just don't like the story right now. Do I have to start over? I don't know. Spence says, more baby coddling, eventually succumbing to me, just laying on my face on the floor, bouncing his bouncy seat while he screams and fell asleep. I don't know what's up with this kid. Probably cried himself out. Screaming takes a lot of energy, as somebody who used to be in the military. So how are you guys coming along with your progress? Because like I said, like, I don't know if I like the story, but it's like, it's the story I want to tell, but how I'm telling it just sucks. Maybe I just need to start over or something. I'm going to come back and see this video at some later point down the road and be like, oh, sweet Carrow was so lost, but she ended up writing the book anyway. Good for her. Just Ava is here. Hello. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. We are still trying to figure out how to do NaNoWriMo. And when I say we, I say mostly me, because I'm only going to speak for myself right now. I think I got it. I think I got it. Mostly. Kind of. Mostly kind of. So far, so good. Good for you. I have made zero progress whatsoever. It's a sad day. I'm going to figure it out because that's what we do here. This train stops for nobody. You keep it going or you do what? Thank you so much for asking. My project for Nano is going to be the second book in my series of the Ghostwalker Chronicles. Since I've got my first book back, I can keep writing the rest of it. And I have about 40,000 words of this book written, and I wanted to use NaNoWriMo to write the remaining 50,000. So hopefully we'll see what's going to go. Let's see. Unless you're sick of saying it. No, I'm not sick of saying it. I'm not doing Nano. Makes things easy. Yes. By not doing the hard thing, you don't have to do the hard thing. Good thought there. But yeah, so no, I just want to finish this book. It's literally just the next book in the series, and I want to get it written. The only problem is, like, when I was originally writing it, I was so preoccupied. See, I can see it when I look at it now because it makes more sense to me now that I'm looking at it. But I was so preoccupied with how it was going to be taken and what people thought about it that I was throwing all of that in here and not actually writing the book that I wanted to write. Whose fault is that? That's mine. Don't worry about it. Oh, Banu, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to skip you coming in. Banu is here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Messing around with formatting and making sure a glossary is uniformed is maddening. Are you doing it in like Word or something else? Or because I thought that usually, I'm not quite sure how you're formatting it. Inquiring minds would like to know, please. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, after this next sprint, I'm probably going to take some more cold meds and maybe take a break. And then by take a break, I mean I'm still going to obsess over this story, but I'll probably do it while I'm playing Pokemon. Because that's been like my game right now while I'm letting my brain decompress. Let's see. You love foreshadows? Killing my brain with nice little twists. I do love foreshadows. I always try to like work them in like kind of subtly, which I think part of what I try to do is if I have a mystery, I have to put the solution to the mystery in there and then put the breadcrumbs in afterwards. But sometimes that's a little hard to do. I hope you feel better. I will definitely feel better. At what pace I will feel better, I don't know, but it will happen because that's how colds work. You get better from them. Oh, cool. I can tell, Mr. Spence, you're finally working on the sequel. Oh, no. I am working on the sequel. It is true. I'm glad that you and Mr. Spence like my book. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Um, yeah, no, it was for me to you guys and whoever else comes to watch the replay. It's really hard to work on something when you're in a really stressful situation with another person that's part of it. And I got the rights to my book back. It was a little bit of an arduous journey, but again, the publisher was willing to work with me on it until I finally got it back. I actually got the files on my computer now. I just have got to talk to Amazon about getting the book transferred to my account because I don't want to lose my reviews, guys. Like those, I worked very hard for those reviews. So I'm hoping that I'll get them back and then I'll put it back out there and then I'll finish this book. But yeah, so I've got 40,000 of, it's called Tenna Brownies. I don't know if you know what? I'll show you guys the cover because what else am I doing right now? The Tenna Brownies cover. Come here, you sucker. Let's see. There it is. That's it right there, my Tenna Brownies cover. And as you can tell, there's little brownies in there. And for those of you who are wondering what brownies are, I grew up in England, and so brownies are like the little people, right? And me and my house, we used to basically when we couldn't find car keys or whatever, we like fucking brownies took them again, right? So it was like a convenient excuse. But they were also like the little people that you'd put like a door in your house, and then they would come in and like do your shoes or clean your house or whatever and all that other stuff. So, but yeah, so I'm really happy to get that done, and I'm looking forward to having it finished once I figure out how I want to properly outline it because we're getting there. Let's see. Yeah, keep it subtle is the real test. Yeah, because you don't want to be too forward with it. I think a really good example of outstanding foreshadowing was actually Fight Club because Fight Club had so much foreshadowing in there that it's like a whole different movie when you watch it the second time because you see all those things that weren't there before. Chef's kiss. Feel better soon. Working on it. Small steps, my friend. I remember you mentioned this program to me. I have not tried it. That's from the authorpreneur account, right? Or Kindlepreneur or something like that. Because if I'm correct, words are hard. But I don't know. Do you think that's a worthwhile purchase? I haven't really looked too deep into it outside of knowing where it kind of came from. Ava says, Gloria from Gloria Writes the Blues has a story of brownies in it, I think. Oh, fantastic. I will have to look into that. So if I visit there and say I love eating brownies, well, no, they'll first think that you mean the brownies, like the pastry treat. But some places, it's not like a super wide common thing, but it's just a thing that some places do. Sixth Sense. Yeah, Sixth Sense had some foreshadowing in there too, but I would honestly say that the foreshadowing in a Fight Club, different kind of foreshadowing, but absolutely. I'm also just a shameless fangirl for Fight Club. It's a very good movie. It had lots of good layers and psychological and philosophical things in there that I can't say right now because my throat's like, words are hard. We're going to make them merge together worse than they normally do in your throat. All right, so I think this is going to be the last sprint that we have coming up. So I'm not sure what you guys are going to want to work on. I think for me, I'm going to finish trying to do this outline so that way I can go and refine it after the break. I say break, but after I have a moment to like take a nap on the sofa. That's what I mean by break. I'm going to take a nap. And hopefully I'll get this together. If not, I'm just going to wing it, right? Like I'm not ashamed to say I will wing it if I have to and figure it out as I go. But one way or another, this damn book's getting done. So let's see. I always think The Incredibles when I think of good writing, good foreshadowing as well. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I like how they had the red herring in there to like make you think something else was the bad guy when it was something else. I thought that was really well done. All right. So last 20 minute sprint, your 20 minutes to use with as you see fit, and then we'll reconvene, share progress, and go from there. So I will talk to you guys. Okay, everybody, that was time. Feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that nonsense. And that will actually be our last sprint for the day. So once we get done with this wrap up, we're going to call it. I don't know if I made any headway at all. I think all I've done is reiterate things that I already know. But I am pretty serious about spending the rest of the day working on this further and trying to make it work. I think it has the ability to make it work. My problem is that I've got 3 different stories that aren't tied together. So that's what I need to focus on. And I believe I can focus and work them all together. I just gotta figure it out. So while I'm waiting for the stuff to come in, I believe some of my questions were answered. Well, first off, let me do that. Okay. Yay, now I take up the whole screen. Let's see. Banu says, I love Atticus. Okay. Well worth it. It has gremlins sometimes, but that's always worth it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'll have to look at it then. It's still pretty new. I love Atticus, definitely gremlins, but it's continually improving, and I like how it's set up. The only thing I don't like is its Power 8 extension Atticus, which I guess is the Chrome extension. It's super slow, and I just use the PWA app. But that's probably slow everywhere, especially with 80,000 words. Yeah, everything that I use that needs to have like a high word count ends up slowing down, except for Scrivener. I would highly recommend saving a copy of your book in Atticus, though, especially if you're copying and pasting it to another program, so you don't have to retype chapter 11 like I'm doing tonight. Oh, thoughts and prayers, my friend. Thoughts and prayers. Ava said, I got a few admin things done. Glad I caught you for a sprint. Now I hope you get some relief from your cold sooner than later. I also hope for that outcome in my near future, but we'll see. Just use the Eshe power. Eshe. Bash my cold for its ciggies, bruh. No, Yanni, stop that. Sorry, my friend. I am so sorry. All right, well, then that's going to bring us to the end of the session this time. Remember, I will be hosting hour-long sessions actually starting at this time, and I'll be doing that every day for November until the end of Nano. So if you would like to do power hours with me, please feel free to stop by. Again, I will be doing that every day at this time on this channel, same bat cave, everything. So feel free to pop in. It will just be for 1 hour because that's all I need to hit my word count, and I would love to have you there. Also, a reminder, because I would be amiss if I didn't mention it a third time in my stream, I did come out with a book today. Carrow's Tarot, if you guys are interested, is my passion project where I basically talk about tarot cards, and I have my own drawings and stuff in there. If you are interested in perusing that, it has been a book I have worked on. I'm not going to say I worked on it for 2 years. I worked on it for 8 months. And then the rest of that time was just getting it edited. So if you guys are curious about my passion project, again, links are in the description down below. It would mean a lot to me if you would consider it, but you don't have to buy it. If you do buy it and leave a review, that would also be equally awesome. I would appreciate you. Thank you. And let's see. Misty Kate says you're looking out for the streams. Please, I would love to have you there. And I have most of this week off. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I love that. I love time off. I'll have to give myself some. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to get me some chicken soup and some honey tea, and I will talk to you guys all again real soon. And let me click on the right button, that button. All right, now I'm clicking the right button.